Cities.
Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Now the kicker, that's Cameron Dicker, set to get us started.
And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
They'll start on the ground here on first down.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down. Well, look at this Arizona defense.
They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Here's Chandler on second down.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Hooker's going to throw it. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Cardinals take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now a handoff to Chandler.
Gets by him, and now a little daylight.
And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard yards rushing for him now in just his first 3 carries.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Here's Hooker.
Flush to his right.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Cards are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Murray's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Play fake. Murray. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings.
They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It's impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Here's Murray. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he's got this down to the 35.
Murray to Moore for the Cardinal first.
But as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
Breaks a tackle.
Wrap up.
Still moving. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! From 13 yards out.
And the Cardinals have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Dicker now to tack on the extra point.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Hooker now off play action.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
3rd down, Hooker looks to throw it.
Sliding out of the pocket.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being... So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Throwing. Hooker. Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Now Chandler. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. The Vikings at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Off play action. Here's Hooker. And he's got this to Jefferson.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 14. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Hooker. There's Hockenson in the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Vikings have got it back to within a score.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
That good for 22 and a 1st down. Right back to him on 1st down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
To throw is Murray. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Throwing now is Murray. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Slot man moves right. Murray flips his forward on the jet sweep. Oh, he shifts past him. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Cards have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And it's now 21-7.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there in the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Here we go. Start.
To throw on second down, here's Hooker. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 13 yards down to the 13.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6.
63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 6 now on 2nd and 3.
Moore, the man in motion. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
A great effort there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Ready.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
2nd and 10. Here's Hooker to throw it.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down.
79 Broncos.
Now Hooker.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Well, great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And this is caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the route is on here in this first half.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Let's go now.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gauton getting set for quarter number 3 here.
The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. return this from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Here's 2nd and 10. Murray now to throw. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
Now they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
19 Lions. Ready.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. 15 yards.
And the Vikings take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. So a very important first drive of the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Moore, the man in motion. Shotgun now from Murray. Got a man. It's Brown. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The slot man in motion right. Murray flips this forward on a jet sweep. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Buda Baker with a pick, and he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Taking it in from 14 yards out.
And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
3rd and 2. Here's Chandler.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
84 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Hey, check that.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. 1st level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Hurry! Ready.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Come on. Hey.
It's a gain of 8.
Roll. Ready.
Now a give. Akers running left.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Cam Akers.
His 1st touchdown on the year.
And the Vikings are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And this one is incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Murray. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Murray to air it out again. This will be caught once again by Brown. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him.
That's a ball he needs to let go of there. Wasn't the most time in the world to work through his progression, but NFL quarterbacks, they've got to sense the pressure. They've got that internal clock, and the ball has to be gone. And if you're not going to escape and run for it, you have to let it go before the pressure gets to you and puts you on the...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Byron Murphy.
And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Meanwhile, Hooker's throw pulled in by Jefferson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Here's Hooker.
He'll buy some time right. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Looking to throw, Hooker. That's complete to Chandler on the check down.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down. Working out of the shotgun, Hooker.
And his throw here's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 2nd down, Hooker.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
And while all of that is going on with a sack. It appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The offense on third down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be third and forever. Now it's the backup Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here's Ryan Wright now,
as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is taken at about the 14. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
He's got a man, complete.
Down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Cardinals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
He starts with a give to Akers.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now, if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And taken right at the 35. Nowhere to go that time. It's a 46-yard punt with a loss on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
They're in control here as they start 1st and 10, and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game lose.
And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there for Arizona. 42 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw it, Murray. His throw incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need,
and got his man complete. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. Extra point try now from Dicker.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
63, Vikings 21.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
you're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
They run it with Chandler.
Room here to run. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really